Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because today I'm going to be walking you guys through my very first day on WW, also formerly known as Weight Watchers. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through a meal prep of a 0-point chili. Yes, that's right, I did say 0 points. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys what I ate on the first day of my Weight Watchers journey. So right here I'm just showing you guys the chili ingredients. We have chicken breast, corn, 2 kinds of beans, black beans and kidney beans, and then salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, chopped up white onion, about half, like a sweet onion, and then 1 whole bell pepper. And I'm just going to put all of that in the crock pot and let it cook away. So here I'm adding the onion and bell pepper to the crock pot, and I put that on the bottom so that it kind of has a chance to cook down a little bit. And then I'm seasoning. I make sure to season my chili really well. And I did forget to mention that I also season it with chili powder. So I add that into the crock pot also. And I kind of do things in layers, and that's how I use any crock pot meal basically. It's just lots of layers and lots of seasoning. I did also add some tomato sauce and a little bit of barbecue sauce. And that is a secret weapon that I use in my chili all the time. So with my chili, I usually use a couple different proteins or a couple protein options, either chicken or turkey breast, like ground turkey or ground beef. And then I will add in sometimes sweet potatoes, I'll add in corn, different beans, but whatever veggies I have on hand. And I really just kind of make it my own. It comes out a little different every single time, but it's just something I really love to make in the fall and winter time. It's super yummy and so easy. So I'm just gonna finish up putting everything in the crock pot here. And I did make sure to drain my beans, so make sure to do that so you get all the kind of juice off of them. And they're ready to add to the crock pot also. Alright, and just adding some more seasonings in. Like I said, lots of layers, lots of flavor. And here's an idea of what it looks like before it all starts to cook. And then I do add a little more pasta sauce and a little more barbecue sauce as well. The barbecue sauce just gives it a nice smoky, kind of sweet, rich flavor. And that's something I really like in my chili. So here's how everything looks before I put the lid on. And I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on now and set it to cook for about 4 hours on high, and that's my chili. Headed off to work, but this is my breakfast for today. I have 1 hard-boiled egg with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I have a banana, so both of those are 0 points. And then in here is my coffee. I actually just did a Slim Fast caramel latte, which is actually 4 points. And then I added a little bit of cold brew coffee, which I'm counting as 0. Because it's basically just black coffee. The one I have actually does have a little bit of sweetener in it, but it's not really enough to, I didn't use enough for like a full serving, so that's why I'm counting it as 0. So anyway, this is my 4-point breakfast, and my lunch is gonna be pretty low points, so I think that's gonna be good. And yeah, let's get off to work. Alright friends, I'm home. It is about 6 o'clock. I'm just getting ready to start on dinner, but I thought I would show you guys what I ate for snacks this afternoon. After my lunch, I did end up having half of an apple and like half of the peanut butter that I brought. And then on the way home, I had the rest of the peanut butter, so it's pretty much empty, and my banana that I finally ate. And then I also had like half of this box. So I had about most of these guys. And this is what it looked like when it was all intact. So I prepped a bunch of these for snacks this week. So I had half of the cheese, I didn't have my egg, I ate my carrots, and then half of these puffs. So altogether this was like a 1-point snack, because the Laughing Cow cheese is 1 point, and then these puffs, what's in here, it's a 1-point serving also. So I ate half, so I'm just counting this as 1. And then the banana and the peanut butter is for 2 points as the peanut butter. The apple and the banana were free, of course. So, or 0, I guess I should say. So, anywho, I'm gonna start on dinner. I've already prepped chicken for this. I'm making chicken Alfredo and broccoli. So not super low in points necessarily, but we're just eating through what we have at home. So here's the whole wheat rotini that we're gonna use. And then I'm gonna cut up chicken and grab some broccoli from the outside freezer to steam in the microwave, and then put some sauce on it, and that will be dinner. All right, guys, so dinner. What? Eat it, he says. Okay, you're okay. Okay, so here's dinner. We're having broccoli, which is 0 points, and then we're having chicken Alfredo. It has whole wheat noodles and then a little bit of regular noodles in it also, because there was just a bit of both of them, so I just made a little bit more and combined them. The pasta serving is for half a cup, it's 4 points, and then the chicken is obviously 0 points, and the sauce is 2 points for half a cup. So the serving of pasta is 6 points, and because everything was all together and the chunks of chicken are pretty large, I did basically a cup altogether of the pasta and chicken, but obviously chicken accounted for like half of that. So I'm counting it as 6, and it's just gonna be what it is, and that's dinner. Okay. All right, friends, I'm prepping our lunches for tomorrow because making lunches today took me a long time, and I don't have that much time in the morning, so I really just need to be able to grab whatever's in the fridge out of the fridge and put it in our bags and be good to go. So I put a rice cake in my lunch, which is here, and my hubby's lunch. I need to grab some peanut butter for these, and then I did give a little trail mix for him. I have trail mix left over from today that I did not eat. I think I gave him too much, actually. I measured it out, but it seems like too much. Anyway, then I also decided to go ahead and prep some breakfast because I did not get around to putting breakfast together for us this morning. And so, like you guys saw, I had that Slim Fast shake, but I only drank like half of it, and it's good breakfast. Like, I like it for breakfast, honestly, like with a little bit of coffee, but it kind of makes my tummy upset a little bit. Like, I really shouldn't drink things that have dairy in them, and I do sometimes anyway, and I regret it later. So I decided to go ahead and just make a little bit of breakfast for us. So this is just 8 scrambled eggs. I did put 1 serving of cheese in here, so divided over 4. It's going to be 4 servings essentially. Divided over 4, it's half a point. So there's that. And then, yeah, so 8 eggs, salt, pepper, and garlic. And then the veggies are, there's a little bit of onion in here, there's bell pepper and zucchini. And I'm going to put this into these little containers here. I'm just going to make 4 of them. These containers have seen better days. Don't mind our water spots here. It's fine. They're clean. They just dry funny in the dishwasher. So I'm going to load those up, and then I'm also going to add some sausage links. We have a couple different ones. These are, I think they're 3 points for 2 or something like that. I'll have to check. I'll double check before I pack them. And then there's just a couple of these left in here. So we'll figure out which ones are going to go in these guys. And then those will be our breakfast for the rest of the week. Alright guys, so 2 of these sausage patties are 3 points. Is that right? Did I say that right? Yeah, I think I said that right. 2 patties for 3 points. So I did 2 patties for both of my husband's breakfast, and then I did 1 for mine. So I'll count that as like a 2-point breakfast for myself. And it'll be a 3-point breakfast for the hubs. So that is going to be our lunches, or our breakfast for the next couple of days. For lunches, we're still having the chili that I prepped yesterday. And yeah, that's kind of that. I might add some salsa to my eggs in the morning. I feel like that would be a really yummy addition. But we are, and I decided to skip these. For these guys, they are sweetened. So for 3 links, it's 6 points, and ain't nobody giving up 6 points in the morning. Not this girl. So those are going back in there. And those will be like a weekend breakfast or something. I mean, there's only 3 left, so it's not that big of a deal. Anywho, so I'm gonna clean up and then get that peanut butter for these that I want still, and figure out what other snacks we are going to have for tomorrow. I think it'd be nice to have some strawberries, which we do have, but we'll see. Alright, so I ate about half of this bag. These are not my favorite ones of these, so I'm gonna give the rest to my husband. They're the sour ones, but they're not quite sour enough. So I don't know how I feel about them. I've heard that these are better. These are more like, what are they called? What are these called? Sour Patch Kids. That's what they're more like. These are more like Sour Patch Kids, and these are just like sour gummy bears. The regular gummy bears are really good. These Swedish Fish are really good too. I haven't had these. I think my hubby's had these ones. The Sour Patch Kids, you remember? Yeah? But they're only 3 points for the whole bag. So if you're like going to the movies, or you're just craving a little bit of candy and you want to have it low points, it's really good. And like I said, I had half of the bag for like 1.5 points. So there's that. I also found these chocolate bars that we have that I bought when we were doing keto, or when I was doing keto. And half of this bar is, I think, 8 points. But this is really, it's dark chocolate, 70% dark. It's sweetened with stevia, and so it's really like rich. So I could only ever eat like a couple pieces, like maybe 3 pieces or something, and there's like 5 across here. So I think if you did that, or even if you ate like 1 row, it would be what, 2 points or something you could count it as. I don't know. So I think that's totally doable. Because like I said, did I say the whole bar is 8? Or did I say half the bar? Half the bar, I think. Half the bar is 8. So anywho, those are just a couple things that I rummaged around and found this evening. So kind of incorporating those. Yeah. All right, friends. So this is the end of day 1. Weight Watchers, my hair looks a hot mess. I'm about to go get in bed, and I think I'm going to have 1 or 2 of these. They're 3 points each, so they're pretty point heavy for these little tiny guys that they are. They're like mini, but they're really good. So, and I can't decide if I want like something else to eat. Maybe I'll split a banana with my husband. He wanted a banana. Maybe we'll do that. I was thinking of doing a banana with a little bit of peanut butter and some really teeny tiny chocolate chips on it. I have about 5 points left for today after having those little gummies. So that's gonna be the end of my food for today. It's just gonna be like half a banana. But my thoughts on day 1 is, I told my husband this when I came home, I didn't realize how much I snack. I realized how much I snack during the day, but I always think it's healthy snacks. And like one thing that I like to snack on at work is trail mix, and it's like 7 points for a 1/4 cup, which is crazy. So obviously I just have to make better choices about what I'm snacking on, and I'm definitely eating more fruits and veggies. Like you guys saw, I already prepped our breakfast, because getting off to like a good start first thing in the morning with what we're eating is really beneficial for me. If I can get full and like satisfied first thing in the morning and have like my coffee on the side, then I'm good for a little bit. But yeah, like the things that I really like to snack on that are technically healthy, they're pretty high in points. And I know it's because it's a lot of like nut butter or nuts and things like that. Oh, she's not coming in. Okay. So it's interesting. And I think you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt, because
maybe it means just because something's healthy doesn't mean that you should be having it every day, which sucks. Or you just have to like make room for it in your points, I guess, but it is what it is. So that is the end of day 1 on Weight Watchers. If you guys have liked it, I hope it's giving you some inspiration. If I've completely failed and you're like, this girl's absolutely crazy, I know some of my points were off, so I'll be like correcting those in the captions and stuff, but I think for the most part we did pretty well. Even when I was off on points, I went to my app and like fixed it, so I was like tracking pretty well throughout the day still. So that is day 1. We're off to a good start. Here come Madariagas to get our goals. Let's do it. Yes.